Hi guys!
Welcome to the Blush Please Beauty YouTube channel. My name is Michaela.
And my name is Phumi, and in this video we will be doing our go-to makeup looks and telling you guys more about what Blush Please Beauty is all about and what you guys can expect in the future videos.
So please follow us on our Instagram page at Blush Please Beauty and
Enjoy!
I'm just gonna start by brushing my beauty blender over my eyebrows just to mattify them.
I'm gonna use this Essence compact powder.
I'm going in with this powder and I'm just putting a little bit of it onto my beauty blender. I always like to start with matte eyebrows because I feel like the product sits better on them.
It sort of like helps the product to stay longer. I only started doing this recently. In the past, I just loved shiny eyebrows. I feel like that's a very uncommon comment.
I'm going to go in with a pomade now. I'm just dipping into that with this eyebrow brush.
So I'm gonna use this Beauty Cheeks Eye Contour palette. And this little like thing comes with the eyebrow powder from Essence.
I'm just gonna answer a few questions that we wrote down for us to answer so that you guys can get to know our business a bit more and you know who we are. So the first question is, what is Blush Please Beauty? And basically we are an affordable, on-the-go small makeup business. So basically you call us or you book an appointment with us and we rock up to your place and we do your makeup in the comfort of your home at a price that won't, you know, break the bank.
Break the bank.
That's basically what we are.
Yeah. This is the first video and we thought it would be nice and appropriate if we do our faces first and like
as an introduction.
Yes. So you guys have an idea of who are these hands that are, whose hands are these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you guys are just gonna see our
hands the whole time
in our videos.
Yeah. And at the end, at the end you'll see our faces also. And then upcoming videos we are gonna be doing clients' faces.
Please excuse the quality of those videos as well, because that's when we were starting, you know, a few months ago. The first 4 videos that you guys see on our channel, we did all of those before COVID, before the lockdown. This is actually the second time we're shooting this video.
Second time, guys.
Because the first time I was off the screen.
Most of the video. I hope the brows come up right.
That's literally what I'm thinking as I'm doing my face now.
Cause wow.
When you start out the makeup process, you always look crazy in the beginning, but you just gotta trust the process.
That's the thing with me. I'm always gonna look crazy, especially my eyebrows in the beginning.
It's more the shaping that's quite difficult. I don't know if some of you are wondering how Phumi and I know each other. We are friends. We met in varsity. We actually met on in orientation week.
Yeah.
But we didn't become friends after that. We just it was just like, hi. I'm Michaela, I'm Phumi, cool.
Yeah, that's
nice to meet you. We'd always see each other on campus and give each other like this
weird look.
This look.
Not weird, but like
weird. Yeah, like I always felt a connection to you. Like I always felt drawn to you as a person. Especially since you said, you know, I'm from Nalanga.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
It's like, you know, when you see someone for the first time and you're like, oh my gosh, like you sort of like them, you know, like that feeling. And then when you find out that you guys are basically from the same province or city or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my gosh, what? I was excited to see her every time I saw her.
Yeah, every time I saw you, we just like we said, we just give each other this look, you know. We want to get to know each other. We don't know how to go about it.
Yeah.
You know.
use Fawn Eyeliner Pro. The one that everybody uses, okay? The holy grail of drugstore concealers.
I think it's a good beginner concealer.
It's a good beginner concealer. Also, you don't need a brush for it. Just use this.
Okay, I think I'm leaving my eyebrows alone.
Yeah, I give up. You got patience, girl.
I'm giving up, guys. And it's in light ivory, and I'm just gonna color correct with this.
I always use my fingers because I feel like your finger is the best blender ever.
Just gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. Placing that under my eyes to further conceal my bag.
I'm gonna use this Rimmel London Stay Matte powder. I have to make sure that my creases are blended before I set the concealer.
So I'm going in with this foundation and this spray. I put my foundation all over my face, and then I spray this over my face, and then I blend in my foundation. And I found that that just helps it last longer throughout the day.
I'm gonna use this color brush, and I'm gonna, as a transition color.
Just make sure you shake this setting spray, guys, because it's gonna leave like white flakes on your makeup if you don't. And then I'm going in with this flat foundation brush. I like using a matte foundation because I have oily skin. I'm oily in the T-zone.
Me too, it's always the T-zone.
Yeah.
This is the T-zone, you see like your face makes a T. Basically the middle of your face.
I prefer foundation that's, you know,
Matte.
gonna be matte and full coverage and basically on the whole day. And always just try and blend down to your neck so that it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask.
Okay, now I'm going in with this here. And I'm using the same brush. There's absolutely no need to change it. I've just put it right under my transitioning color and focus more on the corners, you know, because we want to get those nice and dark. I feel like that creates some nice depth, you know.
I would say we both have hooded eyes, right?
Yeah, we both have hooded eyes, definitely. How you can tell whether you have a hooded eye or not, when you look up, like does your eyelid fold in or not?
If you can't see, you know, this top part of your eyelid when you look up,
then you have
basically have a
hooded eye.
So I'm just gonna go in the inner corner.
I'm gonna take the dark browns up here, and this one I'm gonna focus it mainly on the outer corners.
Just gonna go in with this brush underneath my eye just to blend in that concealer. That's why we chose to name our business Blush Please. Okay, so I came up with the name Blush Please. The both of us, we love blush. We literally put it all over our face, like on our noses, on our cheeks, on our foreheads. I feel like blush makes you look a bit more, puts everything together. You look warmer, you look more alive, I would say.
And youthful.
More youthful, yes. And then I came to Phumi and I was like, I really want to start this business.
And she, you know, asked me if I was interested, and I am interested. I just trust Phumi with my whole life, so, and she's really good at makeup, so I just thought it would be really awesome to start
you know, this business that I've been wanting to start for quite a long time with, you know, one of my very good friends. So that's basically how this is started. It's been cooking in the pot for quite a while. It's been simmering for...
It's been more than a year.
A bit. It's been over a year that we've been trying to start. Putting that under my eyes.
I added the very dark one also.
Blush Please Beauty. We basically don't just want to end things off here as, you know, a small makeup business. We want to start our own makeup line. We're thinking long term. So our short term goals are going to be feeding into our long term goals.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, a makeup line eventually.
Yeah. A brand basically.
Yeah, a brand. Building a whole brand together.
Then I go back to the orangey transitioning color and I blend the top. If you have hooded eyes, don't be afraid to go a bit higher.
It's like, you know, this myth that if you have hooded eyes, you should keep your eyeshadow like quite close to the lid and don't go too far up to the brow.
As long as you're gentle, neat, and like you're blending, it should all go well.
So I'm going in with this. And I'm just gonna line my waterline. And I realized that if I'm gonna do everyday glam, I can't be going in with a black eyeliner. It's better to go in with a dark brown or brown. And then just to make my eyes seem a bit more open, I put the eyeliner on the outer corner of my eyes and I leave the inner corner blank. I'm just going to take this orange color over here and use that as a transition color. Picking up the product and then tapping it off. I've had this palette for years, guys. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. I'm just gonna dip between the brown and the cranberry color. And I first press it in and then I blend it outwards.
I then go again with the transitioning color that I used and then I just cover my whole lid with it.
I'm gonna go back with the transition brush and just blend it out. I know that a lot of beginners struggle with eyeshadow.
Just do it. If you don't try
just try, yeah.
You'll never know how.
Just try, place the product somewhere. If it doesn't work out, you can always just remove it. You can always start with your eyes first and then do your foundation.
Yeah, like the way I did it.
Yeah, the way Phumi started is, I think that's best for beginners. When in doubt, just blend. Just
blend.
Blending.
So what I would do is when I first started, you watch the tutorial.
Yeah.
Pause it. Do what you need to do. If you need to go back and see if you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But just pause and do if you've never ever put makeup on your face. Don't do it on a day where you need to go somewhere because you don't know how it's gonna look.
Yeah.
You know, but if you've played around before and whatever, and it's just a matter of doing a new look, then you can do that. Just make sure that you have enough time because this thing obviously takes forever.
I'm quite slow with my makeup. Like even though I've been doing it for quite a while, like
me too.
I still take long. I can't do a 15-minute full face beat. There's no way.
There's no way.
I'm gonna walk out of the house having missed a step for sure.
Cause you can't do like a full face beat in like 15 minutes. But you can do a 15-minute look. It may not be a full glam, but you can do something on your face.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I find going back and forth with the transition brush and the brush that you use to place the product, that helps a lot with blending as well.
Yeah.
Just like this back and forth.
In my case, I used one brush, guys. You don't need
you don't
a full case.
You don't need a whole I literally used two.
Yeah.
You know? You can use one. You can
use one. If you're gonna use like a shimmer and a matte, then you're gonna want to use two brushes, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go in now with my shimmer. I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild highlighter. If you don't want to spray your brushes so that it can hold the product, use a makeup wipe. Rub your brush on it to just get it a bit damp, and you're good to go. It will pick up the product.
I'm taking the lighter shade and I'm just packing that onto my lid with my finger.
Also, when you have hooded eyes and you're doing a cut crease or like a shimmer or whatever, and you want it to stand out a bit more, I go a little bit higher than my crease, and that really helps it stand out. I use the brush just for precision. Then I'm going to use my finger.
So I'm using the end of that to go under my eye, starting with the orange transition color.
I'm going to go with the transitioning color and just blend a little bit of the top here, because this is not a cut crease, so I want it to be a little bit softer.
So I'm going in with this palette, the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. Just highlight it over here, and I'm just putting it on my inner corner.
So what I'm doing now, basically, I'm taking all those colors that I used before and I'm putting it on the corners of my eye, just so that it stands out a bit more. And then I feel like I took a bit too much of the shimmer away. I go back in, just so it pops a little bit more. I find that after I spray my setting spray, my eyeshadow sort of like goes away a little bit, so I need to cover my eyes when I do it.
Spray.
Yeah, and if it does touch, I just have to go back in.
And I'm going back in with that Ultra Contour Palette, and I'm just using these three colors at the bottom to bronze up my face.
I'm using this brown pencil, the L'Oreal.
And when you bronze, or even when you contour, you want to make sure that you're blending upwards, don't blend down. You don't want to pass this point of your cheek. I'm
using my transitioning color again, this one. And I'm going to put this on my waterline, and then I'm basically going to use the same color I used on my eyelid. I'm going to use it on the bottom of my eye just to smoke it out a little. I'm going to use this brush now to darken the outer corners.
And then to contour my nose, I just take what's left on my bronzing brush and I just brush the sides of my nose. This is like a lazy contour.
We're gonna color correct my face. Just put that on the back of my hand. This can really turn you orange, so I mix it with my concealer, the Fawn Girl. So I'm gonna use this. Put this around my nose because I get very oily there, and basically I'm on a T-zone. Guys, when I correct, I know I look scary right now, but I have really, really bad spots and hyperpigmentation. And sometimes I can really see it through my makeup, and I'm trying to avoid that. And because I put it all over, sometimes I can look red. And that gets on my nerves. So I put it everywhere, guys. How did you start doing makeup? Your first experience with makeup?
I just remember like when I was maybe in like grade 7, even going into high school, I had like really bad acne. It wasn't like the worst acne, you know, but I had acne on my cheeks and I had like really large pores and I felt so insecure about it. I remember asking my mom if I could buy this Essence foundation. It was like a beginner, like literally your first ever foundation type of thing. I couldn't believe that my mom was like allowing me to try this. So she'd allow me to wear it to church. Every Sunday I was allowed to do my makeup for church. It looked bad, like I just put foundation and eyeliner. Guys, that's it.
That's it.
As the years went by, I started like watching YouTube videos and just like watching people do their makeup, and that's how I learned to do makeup on myself. I just played with makeup. Eventually I got to a point where I was like, oh okay, I can, you know, go out like this and feel okay. And then eventually my acne went away, but my passion for makeup didn't.
Thank goodness. I don't really remember when I first used makeup, because my mom wasn't really a makeup person. She would use lipstick and mascara. That's it.
Yeah.
Like she didn't put anything on her face. Sometimes she would buy stuff and then she wouldn't use it. I would play with it, you know. Yeah. But I never wore makeup anyway. But when I got to high school, I joined a choir. Yeah. And they encouraged us to wear makeup for performances and stuff, you know. So I think I started using like, I would even call it a BB cream or like some type of like tinted moisturizer type of thing. They call it a foundation, but honestly
it was barely
that was not a foundation. The older I got, obviously I did have a lot of acne, like really, really bad. Yeah. But when I got to like first year, oh my gosh, it was like the worst.
Really?
Like it was the worst ever. The battery died. There's probably a bit of a difference, the lighting and the... Anyway, I used to wear makeup like every single day. Every single day. And I was just like, some days I'd be like, I'd really love to not wear any makeup. But I would go to campus every single day with a full face. After a while, the acne went away. It got better. It got better, but it was still not perfect. I had like marks, you know, spots and stuff.
You'd say in first year that's when you really amped up your makeup application.
Basically. That's when I started watching makeup tutorials, and that's when I learned how to do eyebrows. And this is in the color Golden Caramel. This foundation is, it's not full coverage enough for me, but for someone who has no like skin problems or dark spots or anything, it will work just fine. It's not mattifying, so if you have dry skin, I think this is good for you. I have oily skin, but for some reason I like this foundation.
Yeah, I'll use any foundation even if I have oily skin. I'll just make sure that I set it properly, or use like a matte setting spray, you know?
Yeah, me too.
Going back with this, and I'm just lining the top of my lash line.
Guys, I'm using Fawn again.
If you don't want to wear makeup, or you feel like, oh, you know, I guess all the girls are doing this now, so I have to like kind of learn how to do a face beat or whatnot. No, you don't have to. And no one should make you feel bad for not wanting to wear makeup. If you want to rock up to a dinner or like some, you know, event or whatever, and you're not wearing makeup, I feel like no one should say anything to you. It's literally your face. Because
like, to me, makeup is an accessory. You're dressing yourself,
exactly.
You know?
So I'm going in with these two blushes. It's very shimmery, the one that's hit pan, and then this one's quite dark. So I mix them together. So what I do is, because this one's, it's very pigmented, so at the moment you tap your brush on here, like a lot of product is going to be on your brush, and then I like kind of swirl it in here and kind of like take off the product that I just dipped into, if that makes sense. And then I just basically put my blush above my bronzer. I lift my blush like up into my cheekbone, if that makes sense.
Also, it gives you like a nice,
like a lifted,
you know, facelift.
Yes, there we go.
I'm gonna use this powder again, the setting powder. I like using compact powders because for some reason they don't give me flashback. When I use a loose powder, the ones that I have tried, they gave me really bad flashback, and I was just like, So what I do is I scrape it like that, and then it turns into a powder. And then, okay, first of all, I need to make sure that my under eyes are not creased. So I blend out the lines. And I'm gonna use the same sponge, and I'm gonna press it in. Okay. I don't like baking, so instead of baking, I press the powder into my skin like that, and I make sure that it blends in immediately. I don't just leave it on, if that makes sense.
So I'm just putting blush on my cheeks, sending it up into my cheek, sort of into my hairline, and then I'm going on my forehead over here, and then whatever's left on the brush I just like swirl it around my nose. But I remember the one time I put so much blush on that my cousin was like, Michaela, are you sunburned? And I got so happy. How weird. I wasn't even offended. I was like, oh my gosh, like,
I look red.
Gold. I probably overdid it that day.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that happened to me with my siblings. Yeah, and they were like, why are you so red? Why are you so red? You look so red. I was like, I do? Oh, wow. It is what it is.
Yeah.
As long as I like it. That's the other thing about makeup. And what you like.
It's probably my favorite highlighter I've used from the drugstore in the color Precious Petals.
I'm not like trying to put too much foundation and stuff on my neck, but I definitely see a difference because first of all, naturally my neck is darker than the rest of my face, okay? And then once I put makeup on, like it just gets worse. So I sort of have to find like a...
It's like sort of blend the two.
Yeah. Essence Fixing Compact Powder. I bought the darkest one they have and the one that's right next to the darkest one. So two of them. They're both foul and cracked. This is them. You can hear it. Okay.
In a packet?
In a bag. So I take a brush. I dip it inside my lucky packet. I'm doing it in circular motions, starting from here, and I'm going like that, basically under my cheekbone. So if you would smile like this, you see that line, you go above that line.
I get you.
Yeah. If it's too low, it drags your face down.
Yeah.
We want to
always want a lifted look, so always think up, up,
up, up, up. You want to have a very, very cheap facelift.
Yeah, basically.
I like to blend it into my hairline like that. Before fillers, after fillers. Also with contouring, a lot of people like, they really want to know how to do it, but they don't know how. I think bronzing is easier than contouring. Also, when you buy your bronzer, try to buy something that's a bit warmer, something that's gonna, you know, warm your face up.
And I'm just gonna set my face before I do my lips. I like to set my face before I do my lips. I don't know why. There's no explanation for it.
Yeah.
Remember to shake the bottle.
I like setting my face before my mascara. When I do it after, I find that my mascara smudges.
Yeah, I also wouldn't recommend doing what I just did, which is setting your face with mascara on. And unlike Phumi, I set my whole face, as in like my eye look. So I don't recommend that either.
What do you recommend? What do you recommend that you actually do?
So if you're gonna set your eyes, close them until the product is dry, and then open your eyes.
Ooh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't crease.
You know? Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're learning. Okay.
Yeah, we're all learning. I mean, I'm learning every day. So.
Me too. If you're not into like the whole like extremely contoured nose, you take your brush, you pinch it like that, okay? Then you just go on the sides of the bridge of your nose.
Yeah.
You see? Ta-da! But because I am who I am, I don't want a nose. So I take a smaller brush, dip it in the powder, and then I go like from my eyebrow. I don't have a bad chin. Okay, I have like slightly, like a little bit. You can't really, literally you can't see it. I like to create one.
I like that.
I like the powder. I take the powder, I clean the brush a little because this can be
a bit intense.
Ta-da!
So cool. I'm just gonna go in with this essence, but it's just like a dark brown lip liner.
And then I take my brush with my setting powder, and then I just brush it
down a bit.
Yeah.
I like to overdraw my lips. If I'm in a rush, I'm not going to. If you want to overdraw your lips, make sure you overdraw in the center, like right here, and here at the bottom, in the middle. But once you get to the end of your lip, try and connect it to the natural shape of your lip.
Now the next thing to do is, you take your brush, you dip it in your setting powder, you go like on the sides of your nose, as close to the contour as possible, and you powder it there, and that sort of just pinches your nose even more. So I'm gonna use this Beauty Treats blush palette. This orange one is my absolute favorite. I'm gonna do this one and this one.
And then what I like to do is just blend the liner with my finger.
Now I look like a red tomato and we are very happy. I put it on my chin too. I literally put it all over my face.
I put it here.
Like,
I don't know why. I have no explanation for it.
Wait,
I put it there.
Wait. I don't know why I put it on my chin.
I'm gonna go in with this. If you could eat a smile, I would eat the smile.
Wait, what does it smell like? It smells like cocoa.
Oh, like, you know?
Cocoa powder.
With like a cookie dough.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
That's the perfect explanation.
Yeah, like chocolate and cookie dough.
And cookie dough. Okay guys, I'm just bringing back the color. I'm using my highlighter again. I cover my eyes. So I take the same beauty blender that I was using for my foundation, and I just press the product in everywhere.
And Phumi taught me this as well. Basically, using hair gel, and you just dip very lightly. You take your spoolie and you just place some gel in there and brush your eyebrows upwards and basically just set them in place.
I'm just using my highlighter again, just going into inner corners of my eye. And then I go back with my transitioning color. So what I do is dip it in here. This is a waterproof mascara by Essence. And I do the things. Now I'm gonna go with this one I got from a shop called Bling, just 063. And then I use this Huda Beauty liquid matte lipstick. An Essence lip gloss.
Smudge. You can get it at Click.
Smudge. And then
Diskim jojoba oil lip therapy. Some good old lip therapy,
you know. Do that.
Just put it in very lightly.
Very lightly. Like if it's too much, you know, I brush it off. My front hairs, like I like to brush them
upwards, yeah. And that just gives it that bushy, feathered look. I think we're done.
We're done, guys. This is it.
You look stunning, friend.
Thank you, friend. You look stunning too.
Thank you.
Look at her, guys.
Oh gosh.
The lips and the eye for me just do it.
Thank you. Your whole face just does it for me.
Anyway,
so
we're done. Our first video.
We're done.
I'm happy.
Are you gonna change?
Yes, I'm gonna change.
Okay, so we'll be right back, guys.
And that's it for this video, guys. These are the final looks. We hope that you enjoyed it and we hope that you learned something.
And if you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video.
Bye.